Hi, good evening, all my grown ladies. So, dating after 50 is much harder than I thought it was going to be. Um, there's so many obstacles. I'm not sure how to get around it. Do I continue? I don't know, seriously. Um, Make plans with someone and then they cancel last minute, no advance notice. Guy still living at home with a wife, but they're separated. Yeah, right. Living at home with their mom. Unemployed due to COVID, of course. No transportation, or e.g. What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? Any advice, ladies, men? Let me know.
What's a girl to do? You mean what's a woman to do? Girl refers to young. Woman is more appropriate, or cougar, right? What's a girl to do? What's a woman to do? Not be single in your 50s, right? That's what you're not supposed to be doing in your middle ages. What she should be doing is helping to raise her grandkids at this point, right? Her kids should be grown, out of the house, and now she should be helping to raise her grandkids. She should be planning Christmas. She should be planning family reunions. She should be planning, just events that revolve around the kids, maybe their graduations, high school, college. That's what you should be busy doing in your 50s. You shouldn't be busy in your 50s on Tinder. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. And then here she is, like most women her age, complaining about the lack of options. Yeah, as we always say on this channel, right? The longer you stay out there, and the more you age, the more that those pool of options shrink. And it really starts, as much as I hate to drop this on these ladies, it really starts after the age of 25. Once you turn 25, it's the beginning of the end, right? You still have time from 25 to 29 or 25 to 30 before you turn 30 to knock it out of the park and land that high value guy. That good guy, that decent guy who's going to go the distance with you, right? That's your time. But once you turn 30, it's all downhill. Okay, it's all downhill. And the older you get, the faster, the steeper that hill gets, right? It's kind of like playing a video game. When you're in your 20s as a female, you're on easy mode. You're playing video games on easy mode. I mean, you could play this thing blindfolded, and crush it. Once you get in your 30s, once you hit the big 30, you hit that number, all of a sudden, you go to hard mode, right? You just went from easy to hard, right? No. Some girls are like, no, what about medium? No, you don't get that. I'm sorry, ladies, you don't get that. It's better, like, if you meet a guy before your 30th birthday and he's the one, at least you could tell him, like, he could say, I met her when she was 29, right? Even though she turned 30 next day. You might be able to throw a Hail Mary at that point, but, on your last day of being 29. But the second you hit 30, glass slipper comes off. Turn right back into a pumpkin, right? And your options very, very quickly begin to diminish, right? They begin to diminish. All those doors that got held open for you when you were in your 20s and, you dropped something, guy would had like a flurry of guys to rush and pick it up for you. And here, I'll carry it for you. And all these guys that were just willing to do you favor after favor after favor, didn't expect anything in return, bought you free meals, gave you rides wherever you wanted, acted as your designated driver. You name it, helped you move. That's all gone, right? That's all gone. Once you hit your 30s, that's all gone. Right? You don't get the same level of guys that you were able to get when you were in your 20s. At least guys who would have put a ring on your finger, which is what a lot of these girls want. At least a guy who would have, locked you down with him. That doesn't happen anymore in your 30s. In your 30s, you start to have to settle, right? You have to just settle for what you can get. In your 40s, it gets even worse. Going back to my video game analogy. So in your 20s, you're playing on easy mode, right? Just super easy. Don't even have to look at the screen. 30s, it goes right to hard mode. So easy to hard. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I can't cook and play these video games at the same time. I have to pay attention. Oh my gosh. Oh, I died again. Oh, it gets harder. And then in your 40s, you hit difficult mode, extreme difficult mode. And in your 50s, you're basically in impossible mode. You can't even touch the controller anymore without losing. Just like getting on these dating apps. You can't even just create a profile without failing, without losing. And you're essentially attracting guys that are lower tier, right? Basically lower tier. Basically those betas from your old friend zone that didn't do anything with their lives and now don't even see you as, that prize to be won. Now you're just kind of like on the clearance rack. That's what they see you as. And they treat you as such. This is why you get these gnarly messages from these guys online in your 50s, where they're just essentially wanting to see naked photos of you. They send you dick pics. All the talk is mostly about sex and just hooking up. I mean, that's how you're going to be treated, right? That's how you're going to be treated. Women don't like statistics, but essentially the statistics don't lie, man. And statistically, 15% of women age 40 to 59 are on antidepressants. And that rises to over 19% for those ages 60 and over. I mean, that's insane. But that is, that is a mental anguish you're going to deal with when you choose to stay unattached, unwed, and husbandless your entire life. Let's roll into the next clip. I think you'll like it.
Okay, I'm on my way to my date. I did shave my legs. Just feel better. We'll see what happens. My prediction is nice guy, no connection. That's like 90% of my first dates. But we're meeting at one of my favorite restaurants, gonna have a drink, so that'll be nice. And we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted.
She just admitted 90% of her dates are no connection, but she's going out with them anyway. Why? Because she really doesn't have much choice, right? And that's the thing about these older women in their 50s. You're going to go on a whole lot of first dates, okay? And I've said, as you get older, right, in your 30s, you're going to go on a lot of first dates. In your 40s, you're going to go on even more first dates. And in your 50s, most of your dates are going to be just first dates. They're not going to be anything else. They're not going to be anything else unless you give the guy sex, and many times you kind of just have to cross your fingers you see him again. But that's what you have to look forward to in your 50s. Does this seem like a walk in the park? Does this seem like a carnival to you ladies? I mean, does this seem like this is what you would want for your daughters, your granddaughters? Of course not. Because this is the elixir, the snake oil that you've been sold by feminism. And that's why I constantly speak against it. I'm really, if you go to the red pill community and, content creators like myself, I'm a pickup artist. I'm just, floating around this manosphere. But, this is where you're going to get the truth. This is not a channel for you if you want me to lie to you, blow smoke up your ass and tell you things that you want to hear and give you all these positive affirmations and all this other BS that you're already getting from every corner of society, right? That's all society does is lie to women, right? That's all they do. Lie, lie, lie. They never tell them the truth, right? They want to be lied to. They don't want to hear the truth. But for guys, we don't like that. We want the truth, right? We don't want anyone lying to us or BSing. We want to know the truth so we can improve ourselves and try to fix our situation. This is why these chicks never fix their situation. And I forbid you guys from dating these DGs in their 50s because this is what you're going to deal with, right? These chicks are going on just tons and tons of first dates because it's almost like the universe is punishing them. Because when they were, 30 years younger, right? They were 30 years younger, and they were able to get guys to go out on a second date, third date, and even commit to them and even, offer to be their boyfriend and whatnot, they were totally taking a big ass, massive dump on those guys, weren't they? They were treating them with no respect, no value, no empathy even. I mean, you should see some of these chicks that I come across in these clubs when I'm taking students out for boot camp. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me. I've been out there since the 90s, right? I mean, I've been out there in these clubs and doing pickup and game. Never ceases to amaze me. I mean, the only difference now versus then is the behavior has gotten worse with a lot of these modern women. The entitlement has gotten worse. So I've learned, I've kind of developed a trained eye for spotting these chicks too. And I just see how they treat guys. I see how they like mean-spirited they could be, how entitled they are. And it's like, no, right, that doesn't fly here. So it's just one big crap show, isn't it? Right? Being 50-somethings, chicks like probably like closing in on 60, and trying to go out there and find a forever man. That ship has sailed 3 decades ago, honey. That you should have done this in the 80s. Right? Why are you still out here in the 2020s? Your time to shine was in the 80s when guys wanted you, You probably had a lot of guys who looked like Magnum PI back then, or Burt Reynolds, right, with the mustache, and they wanted you. They're like, let's do this, girl. Let's have a family. It's you. Let's do this together. And you were like, I don't know. I have a lot of options. I don't know. I want to see what Tom, Dick, and Harry have to offer me. And you just stayed out there. Now you got 100,000 miles between your legs, and guys know that, right? Guys aren't stupid. They know you've been out there since, you've been out there for 50 years. Of course, they know that you have a tremendously high amount of sexual partners. Let's roll into the final clip of the evening, shall we, gentlemen? Roll it.
Hello! Gentle reminder that I am still single.
And why do we need a reminder for that? Do you need a reminder that the sky is still blue, water is still wet? No. Right? We don't need a reminder. I mean, when's the last time you heard of some female in her 50s find her forever guy, her husband, and she ended up marrying him? No, you don't hear those stories. Why? Because it doesn't happen. I'm still waiting to hear one those stories. I haven't seen one. And believe me and my team have been digging through these TikTok vids trying to find something to try to give these girls at least an ounce of credibility, right? I'm trying to root for them in some level, and it's like I can't even find those clips. All I find 100% of the time are these chicks ranting and sobbing over the fact that they can't even get a decent guy these days, right? They can't even get a decent guy. And you know what? I don't feel bad for them anymore. I mean, back in my blue pill days, I might have like, she was just dealt a bad hand. Oh, it's not her fault. I probably would have stood right in line with the rest of the society simping to women. But these days, I know better. And it's like, no, we know exactly why you're still single. And we should be comforting all of those betas that stayed in your friend zone for years and years and wasted their time, money, and effort trying to court you, to use an old term, trying to court you, trying to get you to go on a date with them, trying to get you to become their girlfriend, and you basically gave them the finger. So it's very hard to feel sorry for these chicks, right? Unless there was some very, very plausible reason for why they weren't able to date, or lock down the high-value guy in their 20s. But, I mean, most of those reasons are far and few between, right? I mean, it's usually some exception to the rule or some weird anomaly or some weird outlier that happened to be like, oh, I couldn't in my 20s and 30s because I was dealing with this, or I was dealing with these family and, with all this chaos. No, most 99, well, not even 99, 100% of the time, there's no excuse to still be single as a female in your 50s, especially when you had your pick of the litter. I mean, as easy it is for women to just have sex at the drop of a hat, unless you're disabled and retarded and all of the above, there's really no reason at all that you should still be out there flying solo by yourself. You don't have to be. You chose to be. So you're stuck out there, just like a few of my exes, right? Still out there, and and I was with them personally. So I'm not even surprised they're still single. I'm like, yeah, you are terrible, right? You guys are just very selfish, very self-centered, all about you, very emasculating, didn't know how to treat a man, didn't know how to hang on to a man, and this is why you can't find a man in your 50s. As always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Let me know if there's anything I might have missed, anything you would like to add, anything you would like to share with the tribe. Please drop them in the comments below. I always love to see you guys in my comments. I always love to read them, so feel free to drop those comments below. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. Okay, more importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, it helps me out a ton, especially right now, guys. YouTube is on this just purge of, not promoting channels like ours that are trying to help men. Okay, they don't like this type of content. So I need you guys to help me spread the word. So if you have other like-minded friends of yours who are also ready to be unplugged from the blue pill matrix and are ready to be red pilled, share my coaching videos with them so they could get a taste of what they're going to learn. Okay? Promote my work and get them to subscribe to my channel, right? But it helps me out a ton when you guys are subscribed to my channel, because then we could really help grow and really build this thing and really change the world, right? That's what we're here to do. We're here to change the world. So can't do it all by myself. Need you guys to help me out. So appreciate it if you subscribe and you get other like-minded red pill friends of yours to subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, baby. The best looking and most high caliber women on the planet. The type of women that your friends can only dream about. The type of women that your friends will only see in magazines. I'm going to teach you how to get these girls and bring them into your life. I'm going to teach you where to find them, what to say to them, how to approach them, and how to bring them into your life. I'm teaching you guys this stuff in 7 Months to Mastery. Okay? And I have many successful students who've been with me for years now that are in successful relationships. I've had more than a few students marry the woman of their dreams. We get thank you letters literally every single day. Okay, my staff, myself, constantly getting comments, thank you letters, like, oh my God, Em, you saved my life. I married the woman of my dreams, and oh, we've got this beautiful family now, and oh, I met this girl and now she's my girl. I can't believe this chick is my girlfriend. Oh my God, I've dreamt about this chick forever. So I teach you how to get these girls and bring them into your life, right? The hottest girls on the planet. It's the 8s, 9s, and 10s. That's all we focus on, guys. So if you want to jump into 7 Months to Mastery, the first month is only $1, right? It's only $1 for the entire first month. And the reason why it's only $1 is because I want you to check it out for yourself and see how powerful these coaching lessons actually are and how much they can actually help you. So it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons, and all you have to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.